When you're young, when you're restless, when you're fun, cause you're desperate. Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison? What's your pleasure?
Okay then folks, so here is a brief interlude for you. Quite often with these videos, particularly the bike packing videos, I'm asked quite often, how do you load the bike, how do you pack the bike, and what kind of gear do you take for these bike packing adventures? Well, let me run through the setup that I've got. As you guys know, I have an ADV bike, an adventure bike, and I bought it for this sole purpose. It is a bigger bike, it is a heavier bike, and granted about 80% of what I do is general green laning, unsurfaced road network, trail riding, call it what you will, but I did buy the bike for the notion that you can throw some luggage on the back of it, throw a tent on the back of it, and go off and traverse some longer miles, or indeed shorter miles, as I've done here. So the way that I've got this bike set up is very quickly and easy can transition from touring mode that it's in at the moment into unsurfaced road network trail riding mode very, very quickly. So in terms of the outright luggage for the bike packing side, I have the 18-litre Krieger system that bolts onto or clips onto the Adventure Spec rear luggage racks. As you can see here, very, very simply and very, very effectively. The lugs, the loops that are on the Krieger bags, and also the hook system clip on very, very effectively, and within 2 seconds literally each bag is off. So I have things to consider, the exhaust side being the heat side and the not exhaust side being the not heat side. So in the not heat side, I generally put in this side all of the cooking gear. I use a petrol Peak 1 primer stove, so the petrol, the stove, the cooking gear, general consumables and clothing go in this side, and likewise in this side on the heat side I have the sleeping bag and also some clothing and a few general consumables. On the rear Adventure Spec luggage rack, I normally put the tent. I've got the chair there just as an added luxury. If the weather was inclement, I probably wouldn't take the chair because you're less likely to use it. Bit of security so I can lock the bike up, and also the puck, very handy for when you get to the site. So where do the 8-litre Lomos come into it? Well, the 2 Lomos that you can see that are either side on the forward crash bars at the moment, they ordinarily sit on the rear luggage bars. So what I generally have, again, I've got heat side and non-heat side, more to do with weight and the angle of the bike. When the angle of the bike is over on this side, as it is with the side stand, usually I like to match them side for side. This Lomo luggage bag has all of the hardware in it, so things like jump leads, tool kits, spare bolts, tie wraps, all of the maintenance type stuff. And the opposite side, this one generally is the consumables, which is food, water, rehydration, and anything else that I may well need. So I've got waterproofs, etc., and also the tech pack is in here as well, in terms of spare GoPro batteries, the power bank, and so on and so forth. So when I'm at the campsite and I demontage the back end of the bike, which normally takes literally around about 5 minutes tops, I can literally undo the webbing straps from the Lomo bags, take them off the crash bars, put them back onto the rear mounts, and here presto, we go from touring bike to adventure trail bike, just like that. Okay, so that was just a little bit of a short snippet on just how I convert the bike from an adventure bike to a touring bike and back again, and a very brief overview of the kind of kit that I take. So hopefully this video will have inspired you to throw a bit of gear on your bike and just push your comfort boundaries a little bit, get out, explore, even if, as it is with myself at the moment, it's relatively speaking on my doorstep. Just do it, chuck a tent on the back of the bike and get yourself off into the hills. It's absolutely fantastic.